Okay, so here we have a Galaxy 2150 oscillating table fan, or I guess this is actually a Lasko 3150, but they're the same fan, the only difference is the Lasko badge. Let me cut the air conditioner off. It's currently 84 degrees in here, so we're going to try to keep this quick, because I don't want to keep the air conditioner off too long. I know on Jordan Yu's video, he was working on something and had the air conditioner off. I made a comment, it said, screw the viewers, turn the air conditioner on. Well, in this case I'm going to turn the air conditioner off. Whatever. Anyway, we're going to be changing the blades on this fan. This fan is the newer version. I can turn it around and you can see it has the, never mind the rubber band on the back. It has the newer style back housing. This is the late 80s version of the Galaxy. I keep calling it, I'm going to call it a Galaxy, that's why I keep calling it, although it's a Lasko 3150. Anyway, this is the later version. And this fan, when I got it, was in really rough shape. The motor was locked up solid, and it had been locked up for a while, but the people who had it before had bent the cage here apart like this so that they could start it by hand and get it going, and eventually, you know, it got so locked up that that wouldn't work, and that's when they gave it to me. Or actually, they asked me to fix it for them, which I did 3 times before, and I just put some oil in it without taking it completely apart. It would last for about a month and then lock back up, so they finally said screw it and gave it to me. And, well, actually, they threw it away, but I took it. And ended up with a Lasko tower fan, which, you know, she's very happy with. But anyway, I completely took the motor apart and cleaned and lubricated as well as greasing the gearbox, and now it runs perfectly fine. You know, these fans are from the 80s, you know, they're some of them even older. You know, after 40 years you would expect it to need some oil, but aside from that, it still runs great. I'm going to demonstrate something here. I'm going to put it down on low, but I want you to watch the fan. See how it sort of vibrates there? I don't know. I think this blade that's on here has some sort of a defect. It's kind of out of clock, and especially on low, the thing kind of vibrates. And it didn't do this before, but this is not the original blade. The blade that was on here got a chip in the corner of it, so I put this on here. This is a earlier style blade, and this is the light amber. You know, that's the light amber blade, rounded corner blade, which I actually prefer the newer style blade, which this fan is supposed to have, which is the dark amber blade with the pointed edges. And I actually have one, new old stock, right here. I guess that's the part number. But it's a genuine Lasko 12-inch blade, and this is the blade that this fan is supposed to have, the dark amber pointed edge blade. So I ended up paying about 30 bucks for this on eBay. And of course, the people who were selling it got it for $2 from Goodwill, but that's okay. I'm going to pop off the thing, and I'm going to be a good example and unplug it, since the plug is right there. It's just plugged into this lamp. I'm going to try to pop off this cage here, and it's got one of the original clips left, and I always get in the top of these clips. Hold on, I'm going to show how I remove these clips, because they can actually be very fragile. So I'm going to unmount the camera from the tripod. At least I was going to try to. Seemed like a good thing to do, but the camera's kind of stuck on there. Oh, get your ass off of there. There we go. A lot of people do these different ways. They rock them side to side or whatever. I just get a screwdriver that's small enough to fit inside of there, like that, and push down like this, and it will just pop off. Like so. And the rest of these are zip tied. If I have to, I'll cut those. I'm going to try to get this off of here without cutting those. Although I do plan on getting some smaller, clear zip ties, because those big ones kind of look like crap. I don't think they make these clips anymore. I don't know where you could get these. There's like 4 of those on eBay for like 25 bucks. I don't like those clips enough to pay that much for them. So I've got some tape on here. We're just going to cut that. I'm going to try to not have to cut the zip tie. I'd like to just leave that in place, but that might not happen. I'm going to have to cut those zip ties. Okay. Always cut toward yourself. Oops. Okay, that did it. No, it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, what's holding it? Get your ass off of there. Get all this tape off here, too. Yeah, there's so many different variations of this same exact fan. But I have to say the model with the pointed darker amber blades is my favorite. So that's what we're reverting this back to. That's what would originally be on here anyway. And now I'm going to show you. See, I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, not really. But this blade seems to be out of clock. Some sort of manufacturing defect. Anyway, we're going to remove that. See, it's got the darker cap. These are still good blades. In fact, they're in really good shape. And they're not too bad. I mean, they'd run fine, so I'm going to hold on to them. I mean, they're in good shape. There's no scratches or anything. So I set these aside. And we will get this out. In a second, I'm going to show you the other reason why I like this style blade better. I'm going to try to keep it so I don't have to... I would like to put the old blade back in this package, or at least cling wrap it or something to get it back on here. That may or may not be easier said than done. Okay. So I didn't tear that up too bad. Here's the diagram there. And these blades are a little bit dusty. Go figure. Got a little bit of plastic stuck on them still. This old plastic is kind of hard to get off of here. But there we go. There's a brand new set of amber, dark amber Galaxy blades. And here's the other reason I was going to show you why I like the old, newer style blades better in this case. This is the old blade, the one we just removed. And if you look in the center hub, there's nothing in there. No support or anything. But these newer style ones actually have support in there. And this blade looks beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here. Just line this up with the little pin that's going through here. Let's see how the clock on that looks. Oh yeah, that looks better. So let's go ahead and cut this on low. I also found that this style, the pointed style blades, move more air and are quieter. Yeah, they're definitely a lot quieter and they move more air. Here's my cage. Here it is. And there we go. Wow, those are the cleanest looking blades I've ever seen on one of these. They're normally all hazy. You can't really see, but you know, the first time you run these things for a couple hours, they get dust on them because they're transparent. But yeah, that looks really great. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's not doing that shimmying that it was doing before. So, I'm gonna find a way to secure these back down and maybe put some cling wrap or something over it, but yeah. There you go. The Lasko 3150 with the new old stock blades installed. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment if you have one.